issues arising in children who are non-compliant? Well, look no further. We can help you find your marbles. Introducing 6 magic BMs. These are 6 simple BMs to use before or during your student's explosion. I have here with me Gabby, who is an expert at non-compliant behavior.
Excuse me? You can't make me do this. Who do you think I am?
Wrong expert. Never mind, moving on.
6 magic BMs is the best success I've ever had. I could never control my students who were bad and non-compliant before I used this.
I found my marbles thanks to 6 magic BMs.
Work with your student to set easy, obtainable, daily goals. Ensure that the student is completely clear about expectations and the means to achieve them. These also create collaborative relationships that reduce the need for defiant noncompliance. In the classroom, these routines can be whole class and not necessarily individualized to the noncompliant student.
What goals do you want to set for yourself today?
I don't know.
Well, remember, your behavior plan says that you have to comply with the teacher's directives on 4 out of 5 opportunities each grading period. So you only get 1 chance to act up. Yesterday, you refused to comply and show how many chances do you have left?
I don't have any yet.
Well, that's right. So keeping that in mind, what goals would you like to set for yourself today?
My goal for today will be to follow all of the rules and do everything I'm asked to do.
That is a great goal.
Give specific praise that does not embarrass the student. Defiant students can respond well to adult praise, but only when it is sincere and specific and is not embarrassing. Ideally, the teacher should deliver praise as soon as possible after the positive behavior. Praise should be specific and descriptive because vague general praise can sound fake. It does not give the student any useful information about how their behavior meets or exceeds the teacher's expectations. For older students who tend to dislike being praised in a highly public manner, the teacher can use a more indirect or low-key approach, such as praising the student in a private conversation or calling the student's parent to praise the student.
Can I go to Australia, the calm down area?
Yes, you can go to Australia.
Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Sweeney. This is Amelia's teacher, Mrs. Frazzle. I just really wanted to call to you to brag to you about how well Amelia handled herself today. One of the other students was really getting on her nerves today, and she was able to control her anger long enough, and she raised her hand and she asked me to go to the cool down area. I am so proud of her, and I knew you would be as well.
It's all true.
Allow students to go to Australia. Select a corner of the room or outside the classroom with adult supervision, where the target student can take a brief respite break whenever he or she feels angry or upset. Be sure to make the cool down breaks available to all students in the classroom to avoid singling out only those children with anger control issues. Whenever a student becomes upset and defiant, offer to talk the situation over with that student once he or she has calmed down, and then direct the student to the cool down corner. Our cool down area is called Australia.
Sammy, I see that you're becoming frustrated and I want to talk to you about what's bothering you. But first, do you think that you could go take 7 minutes in Australia to calm down and then come back to me?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you feeling better now?
Yes, ma'am.
So good. What happened earlier that was frustrating you?
Listen actively. The teacher demonstrates sincere desire to understand a student's concern when he or she is actively listening to and then summarizes those concerns. Many students lack effective negotiation skills in dealing with adults. As a result, these students may become very angry and defensive when they are trying to express a complaint to a teacher or even when that complaint is well-founded. The instructor can show that he or she wants to understand the student's concern by summing up the crucial points of that concern, paraphrasing in his or her own words. When teachers engage in active listening by using paraphrasing, they demonstrate a respect for the student's point of view and can also improve their own understanding of the student's problem.
I really don't like it when Sammy calls me a pinhead.
Well, let me make sure I understand you correctly. You don't like it when Sammy calls you a pinhead?
Give students two choices. When a student's confrontational behavior seems driven by a need for control, the teacher can structure verbal requests to both acknowledge the student's freedom to choose whether to comply and present the logical consequences for noncompliance. Frame requests to uncooperative students as a two-part statement. First, present the negative or noncompliant choice and its consequences. Then, state the positive behavioral choice that you would like the student to select.
I'm not going to do this work. I don't care about this assignment.
Sammy, you have two choices. You can either not complete your work and stay after school today, or you can work on it and finish the assignment now and leave on time. It's your choice.
I'd rather do my work right now instead of staying at the school.
Redirection and disengagement. On those occasions when noncompliance has not been effectively prevented, family and staff need to react in a way that does not exacerbate the problem behavior. The first reactive strategy is redirection. If the student's attention can be drawn away from the negative interaction, it may be possible to then return to a task at hand without resistance. In the face of genuine resistance that cannot be overcome with redirection, staff should temporarily disengage, possibly leaving the student and then returning when the student appears ready. The rationale for disengagement is that power battles intensify when both parties are actively asserting their power.
Amelia, we aren't talking about that right now. Can you please turn your book to page 78?
No! I don't have to listen to you. I don't want to do this work.
I can see that you're not ready to participate right now. Let me know when you're ready to work.
This works great for a fast and effective way to get your students' attention on the spot. And if you can't find your marbles or have never had DMs in the classroom, you need to call now.